first episode of Stonecraft. This is Quin and Reilly here for the premiere episode.
Hey guys.
So yeah, you heard this correctly. This is Stonecraft. This is our gonna be a weekly series probably. We actually don't know, but I mean I think it's pretty self-explanatory what it's gonna be. We're playing creative this time because just Reilly really wanted to. So
I'm gonna build a roller coaster.
I'm gonna build a castle. So we're kind of between out doing our own
things. Controller
things.
sucks. It's all like.
So yeah, this is Stonecraft. The thing about Stonecraft to keep in mind is that it's most likely will always just be me and Reilly. Chances are you might see Nick in here occasionally, but this is gonna be the most like if you're fans of Quin and Reilly, then this is definitely the series you want to stay tuned for. We're not gonna be like switching out any hosts probably.
I'm a pretty good Stonecraft host.
Yeah,
My experience. I don't need to do this. It's creative. What am I doing? I do need to take this tree out of the way.
I hope so. There we go.
Wow, the controls are bad.
Yeah, this is what Stonecraft is, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm gonna do a roller coaster. How do you get the menu up?
Huh?
How do you get the creative menu?
Oh shit, I'm flying.
Alright. So let's do some. What were we talking about? Movies?
Yeah. So Reilly, you were just watching a movie called Hairless, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
It's really good, actually. If you've seen the have you seen the one with that Steven Soderbergh did?
I have not actually, but I know of it.
It's if you watch that, it's a pretty similar story. It's just way more Tarkovsky, obviously. Yeah. So it's very slow, very quiet. It's not it's not like a kind of. I think Steven Soderbergh kind of took it down the path of a psychological thriller, kind of almost.
Yes.
Whereas, obviously, Tarkovsky's kind of doing it as more of a just kind of a really introspective look at kind of this idea that a planet is conscious and can like alter your perception of reality. Because humans are susceptible to it. So it's a really cool movie. I think you would like it, Quinn.
I probably would. You know who loves the Steven Soderbergh version?
Who?
My dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I really liked it, and the soundtrack was amazing. It's the guy who does all Neon Demon, all the Refn films.
Nicholas Winding Refn. What's your Nicholas Winding Refn movie, Reilly?
I recently rewatched the Neon Demon, and I forgot how much I liked it. So I was really, really happy watching that. But I need to watch Drive again, because Drive is one that comes up so much, and people always talk about how it's his best. And I watched it once, and I can't remember really much about it to really analyze it as a favorite or not. So I want to see that. But of the ones I've seen, I really like Valhalla Rising. I think that might be my favorite. What did you think of that one?
I liked it. I liked Valhalla Rising. I'm gonna go basic though and say that Drive is my favorite Nicholas Winding Refn movie.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked Valhalla Rising, and I also like Neon Demon. It's one of how do I put it? Neon Demon is like one of those movies that like I still don't entirely like. I know I enjoyed it, but I'm very I still don't entirely know everything about it. Not that I know everything about it. I don't know.
What do you mean know everything about it?
I'm still just more I'm more confused about it than anything. I know that I enjoyed it, but I can't necessarily say I can't. I'm sure you probably like it more than I do. If that makes sense. I
really did, yeah.
I was more fascinated by it than I would say that I think it was a phenomenal movie, though I did like it.
Yeah. I just like the kind of the way that I like the cinematography is insane. It's just so colorful. It's a lot I think it's a more still and careful kind of look at the way the Safety Brothers do color.
Yes.
But
that was definitely my favorite part of it was the color scheme.
it's much more like slow in terms of the scenery and the cinematography, but it's very colorful in the same way.
I think for me that was the thing about Neon Demons. It was kind of like one of those things where I don't
Jesus fucking Christ, I hate these controls. Sorry.
I don't know how much I actually like. Like I don't know how much I necessarily feel like it was like I think of it kind of the same way I think of Mother. I guess what I'm saying, because like I
kill myself, dude.
You can because of controls.
Kill myself. Yeah.
Oh shit! I can go like that.
I hate it.
Calm down.
I can't do it.
It's okay. I think of it like Mother, where it was like I don't think that Neon Demon is very deep necessarily. I think the message is pretty simple, and that's just like
actually, yeah, I kind of do too.
But
I see that,
and I don't necessarily feel if it's necessarily like one of the most movies most deserving to be like analyzed, but I still think it was a really fucking cool movie. Like considering that, because I mean, I think I read about the like Nicholas Winding Refn like wrote it. He wrote it as he was filming it. Do you know about that? Like they shot it chronologically because like the latter half of the script wasn't finished when they were shooting it.
That's interesting.
I think it's like I think it's like one of those where it's like
I literally cannot fucking play Minecraft with
sorry.
these controls. Holy shit. Why? Sorry. Let's do something else. I can't build a fucking roller coaster. What were you saying?
So it's like I don't think it's like I don't think it's like one of like the deepest scripts ever written or anything like that, or
right.
like has like, or is this kind of script that like we can like wonder what his intention was or anything in a lot of places.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that makes it. I still think that means that it can still be a very interesting.
Yeah, it's very surface level in terms of like the story. You know, it is what it is.
It's like how like again like Darren Aronofsky wrote Mother while like suffering from like heat stroke. Wasn't he like suffering from like a fever or something?
I think well, he said it came
from,
to him like a fever dream, but
right.
I don't know if he had a fever. I don't know.
But so like it wasn't like, but again, it wasn't like this like script that like he came to where like every shot necessarily means something very like specific. It's just a very interesting and like.
Look what I built, Quinn.
You did not build that.
Yeah, I did.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Uh-uh.
Where did this come from? Did you put this in here?
No.
What is it?
I don't know.
Is this
probably
a
just random
map
spawn
or
thing.
something? Are you serious? This is a random spawn? This is insane. Look how detailed this is. I gotta get into it. What are you saying? Keep talking.
Okay, so like The Witch, I think is a movie that like that was probably something that like the guy, like, or it's like Kubrick. Like Kubrick like took like every shot in a Kubrick thing means something, you know.
Does it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, like I know like he's so like precise in like almost every choice he makes, whereas I don't know, and I'm not like. I don't necessarily feel like Neon Demon is that, but I don't necessarily feel like it really is trying to be. It's just trying to be a really cool movie with some like awesome visuals and cool ideas.
Yeah, I agree, kind of.
I'm sure it's probably. I don't know.
I kind of agree. I get what you mean. What other movies have you seen? What did you see? What's the last movie you saw?
In theaters or just in general?
In general.
Ghost Story with you.
What do you think of Ghost Story?
Ghost Story was a really, really good movie. I liked it way more than I thought I was going to.
Really?
Yes.
Me too. Except I thought I would like it about as much as I did, and I loved it.
Ghost Story fans, give us a shout out. Nicholas Winding Refn fans, give us a shout out.
David Lowery fans. What many of them there are, I'm sure.
But yeah, like I really appreciate Ghost Story.
What did you like about it?
I just really love the concept. I really love I obviously really love like supernatural stuff, but I really like it when it's a supernatural idea done from the perspective of the supernatural creature. I feel like Ghost Story ran with that idea beautifully. Like it executed that in a way that I did not feel like many stones were left unturned. Like it did a lot of the ideas I wanted to see it do.
And then it kind of even goes into some other aspects of being a ghost, I guess, that you don't even think about, but
right. It builds
and it kind of creates its own like mythology with ghosts being kind of existent throughout time, since they exist on a different plane of time than our own. So like, you know, they both exist as at our time and like before and after it, which is cool.
It does the thing that every ghost movie should do, in that it makes its own lore, explores new ideas, like does things that aren't necessarily like are new, but like not contrived. I don't know. I really liked it. I thought it was a very and for a movie where you can't even see the main character through most of it, is very emotional and very like very human. I feel really bad because my friend has been trying to get me to see that movie since it came out, and I haven't, and I really should have had, because he was totally right. I would have loved it.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. Let's see, latest movie I've seen. So I saw Solaris. So I'm almost done with Solaris. What else?
Stupid octopus is getting in my way.
In our film class recently, we watched Chinatown.
Yes, Chinatown. That
was a good movie. Let's talk about that one. I definitely, while I liked it, I definitely know that it's not necessarily my favorite genre or favorite film, but I definitely really liked it. I enjoyed watching it. It was very entertaining. Jack Nicholson was surprisingly varied, I think, in this. Not necessarily in the most obvious ways, I think, you know?
Yes.
But, like, he felt different than the Jack Nicholson characters I've seen before.
Well, I mean, it's like one of the few times Jack Nicholson has played as truly, like, he's kind of sleazy in Chinatown, but he's also, like, he's still undeniably the hero.
Yeah, and he's still kind of a good guy at heart.
Yes.
Like, in some sort of different, you know, in a Jack Nicholson sort of way.
Yes.
But, yeah, because first thing I saw him in was Anger Management, which was... Have you seen that?
I have not.
It's Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson, and it's a pretty funny movie, honestly, but Jack Nicholson's insane in it, and he's a weird, like, I think in the end, if I remember correctly, in the end of Anger Management, you find out that, like, Jack Nicholson was, like, either a figment of his imagination or just, like, kind of vanishes at the end. It's weird.
Huh.
But, it's a weird movie, Quinn. You should watch it.
I believe the first Jack Nicholson movie I ever saw was, I think, Batman. It might have been Shining, but I'm pretty sure it was Batman.
What about the one where they're dying in the hospital?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
No, it's like
the
two old dudes. The Bucket List. He's in
I've not seen The Bucket List.
It was, I liked it when I was a kid, or when it came out when I was younger. It was fun. Me and my mom saw it at a hotel.
Jack Nicholson's a great actor.
Let's see. Let's talk about favorite movies. What's your favorite movie ever, Quinn?
My favorite movie. I have a lot of movies I have gone through saying is my favorite, but at the moment my favorite movie is Ed Wood.
Ed Wood.
And that is very consistently my favorite movie. If I had to pick, that has been my favorite movie. That has been one of my favorite movies, and it has been the movie I've considered my absolute favorite for a while, for a few times.
Oh, a few times. Okay.
Yes, there have been multiple times. I think it is. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
I have not seen it, but I would like to see it.
I like it.
You telling me about it.
I have it, so whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Ed Wood fans, give us a shout out. Fans of Ed Wood the movie, give us a shout out, as well as fans of Ed Wood the director. I sympathize with both of you. Not only is it my favorite movie, but I appreciate the hell out of Ed Wood as a man. So, what about you, Riley? What is your favorite movie?
Well, my favorite movie is Still Under the Skin. I think. I don't know. I guess when we're talking favorites, what do you mean? Like,
what do you think? What movie?
Because I like Under the Skin the most, probably still, but it's not like the movie I'm most thinking about right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's probably my favorite movie, but it's but right now I'm kind of like more into other movies, you know?
Right.
So right now, I guess I really liked the Ghost Story. Yeah, I think that's been the one that I've been thinking about mostly lately. Kind of inspired by it for my fucking thing.
Yeah.
That.
Let's do the whole. If you were like stuck on a deserted island,
Mhm.
what 5 movies do you think you'd want to bring on it? It's like that's a different question from what your favorite movies are, because you want to choose ones that are like.
Desert Island movies. That's a hard one. Cause like I feel like when you thinking about like movies as like both your entertainment and your
Well, yeah, just what movies do you feel like you could watch endlessly many times?
right. Probably. Fuck. I would bring her of my poster wall. I would bring her. I would probably bring Under the Skin. I would also bring. I want to bring something funny.
Yeah, you want, because that's the thing. Because that's like, there are movies that I love but aren't necessarily entertaining. At least not in the ways that like I'd want to watch them for like years.
Yeah. Honestly, I guess I'm taking this too seriously, because if I was on a desert island, I probably wouldn't want any movies.
Yeah. Well, because like you don't even have a way to watch them necessarily.
Yeah. I keep like imagining myself in this situation of like, oh god, would I even have time? I'd be trying to like survive and like.
Have you seen the episode of Twilight Zone where it's like the guy, he's like,
Game over.
So it's been this episode of Stonecraft. Join us back next time. We really enjoyed this episode, so we expect many more to come in the future.
Yeah, goodbye.